Animal behavior. In animals, behavior consists of all the actions it performs. For example, behaviors include actions an animal takes to obtain food, avoid predators, and find a mate. A stimulus is a signal that causes an organism to react in some way. The organism's reaction to the stimulus is called a response. All animal behaviors are caused by a stimuli. Have you ever heard the phrase nature versus nurture? This expression refers to the idea that behavior is due to genetics, which is considered nature, or to the environment or influences from the environment, which is considered nurture. So ask yourself, is a spider born knowing how to spin a web, or does each spider learn this skill during its lifetime? A behavior that is performed correctly by all individuals of a species, even if they have no previous experience with the behavior, is called an innate behavior. A rapid automatic response that happens instantaneously is known as a reflex. Infants are born with several basic reflexes. For example, an infant will suck on anything put into its mouth and will tightly close its fingers around an object placed in its palm. Without even being taught, animals perform some behaviors by instinct. An instinct is an innate behavior that an animal performs correctly the first time. Some instincts are fairly simple, like a worm crawling away from a bright light, while other instincts are very complex, like a spider spinning a web on its first try without making any mistakes. Learning is the process that leads to changes in behavior over an animal's lifetime. It is based on practice and experience and includes things such as imprinting, conditioning, trial and error learning, and insight learning. Imprinting is a learned behavior that you can see like in certain newly hatched birds and newborn mammals that recognize and follow the first moving objects they see. This object is usually the young animal's mother. Imprinting is important for two reasons. First, it keeps the babies close to their mothers, who can show them where to find food and how to avoid predators. And second, imprinting also allows young animals to learn what other animals of their own species look like, so that way down the road they understand when looking for a mate. An animal will learn that a particular stimulus or response can either lead to a good or a bad outcome, and this is called conditioning. One form of conditioning would be like when you were trying to learn to ride a bicycle. You did it by trying to get on, and you may have wobbled at first, but eventually you got better and you learned to move in ways that adjusted your balance so you would stop falling over. We use conditioning a lot, especially with our pets. Through repeated practice, we can teach our pets to learn behaviors that result in rewards, and then have them avoid behaviors like jumping up on a guest that may result in punishment. Many animals live in groups such as a hive of bees, a herd of deer, a pack of wolves, and even you live in a community of people. Interactions between two or more individuals of the same species are called social behaviors. And social behaviors include courtship behavior, competitive behaviors, communication, and cooperation. Many animals exhibit territorial behavior, and their territory is the area that individuals defend and from which other members of the same species are usually excluded. Animals that live in groups sometimes compete for resources, such as territory, and they'll have conflicts between other individuals. Actual physical struggles or threatening behaviors between animals are classified as aggressive behaviors, and usually aggressive behaviors within a group often result in hierarchy, meaning that eventually a more dominant individual will stand out and others will be submissive to the most dominant. Animals use a variety of signals, including sounds, odors, visual displays, and touches as a form of signaling or communication. Some types of communication involve elaborate behaviors called a courtship ritual, which shows that some species are ready to mate. Other types of communication may involve light, as in lightning bugs, who also find a mate or want to warn off predators. Animals also communicate with a chemical sense. A chemical scent released by one animal that affects the behavior of another animal of the same species is called a pheromone. You may have seen a cat spraying a tree. This scent he leaves contains pheromones, which lets other cats know that this is his territory. Some social behaviors, called cyclic behaviors, usually change over the course of a day or a season, but these behaviors occur in regular and predictable patterns. They may include the daily cycle called the circadian rhythm, which means some animals are active during the day and rest at night, while other animals have the circadian rhythm flip-flop and they're active at night and sleep during the day. Hibernation is another cyclic behavior and is the state of a greatly reduced activity that occurs during the winter when food is scarce. Hibernation occurs among animals such as bears, chipmunks, and even woodchucks. Migration is the regular seasonal journey of an animal from one place to another and then back again, depending on the animal species. Some animals migrate short distances, while other animals migrate thousands of kilometers, sometimes crossing oceans or over mountain ranges. Migration is usually due to provide food or a good environment for reproduction.